let's touch on community building just a tad, because those are two ways that very real ways that build community. Um, One's digital, Slack. Some people would do LinkedIn groups or Facebook groups, and then you have analog, right? Get everyone together, which isn't always possible, but um, But talk about those two things. You can even back up and talk about what Commerce Catalyst is, but what would you share with people? How does online and offline communities fit into membership?
Yeah, I would say so. I have very strong opinions on this, and I think that you can't do one. I think doing one or the other in isolation is a mistake. And what I mean is the Slack community is a great way where people can very quickly connect. And while we're our Utah focus group, there are people from all over the country and all over the world that are members of the community. The difference is people can come meet in person and then interact online when it's convenient for them. So they feed each other. So somebody that maybe has seen events happening, sees people going to this lunch and learns or these parties or whatever, they might not ever make it out, but they engage with everybody on Slack. And then, turns out, hey, my calendar opened up, I can come to an in-person one. So there's this way that those things can synergize, right? And for me, when I do in-person events, I like pushing people to the Slack community because, and we have now an email newsletter as well, so that I can communicate with them. So about upcoming events or activities or new partners or sponsors we have, right? It's easier to communicate that via Slack and email than it is at a conference, right? So there's strengths for each ones. And so the thing that I see as a mistake happening in a lot of the B2B plays is you see the end in mind too much. So you see a Facebook group of 100,000 people, or you see a 5,000 member Slack community. And so you think, oh, I've got to build that. But that's not how those people started. That's not how Commerce Catalyst started. We started out doing breakfast with 4 or 5 people.
Right.
And it was just B2B marketers. And so the idea is you start going, and the reason I like in person so much is you can very, very quickly, even using LinkedIn, find people in your area that would want to meet on the topic that you care about. And you could get a speaker that's like even a little bit of a mild celebrity in that community to come speak. And most people, in my experience, I don't pay speakers. I've had maybe one person in 2 years tell me that they were paid, and 95% of the people that I ask say either yes or I can't make this one, count me in for the next one. And just because of they want to be involved and included in something.